I've spoken to enough agents in my time to that your general operating presumption is that if someone is physically in the U.S., then the Constitution and U.S. Code apply to them, and the government, whether it's the IRS or the FBI, whatever, would have jurisdiction over them.
Right.
Okay. My question would be, since that's the operating presumption that you guys go by, what evidence would you actually use against someone like myself that just because I'm physically in the United States, that United States laws apply to me?
I'm just a revenue agent, and let me tell you how the cases come to me. The cases get assigned to me, and I send contact letter. If the taxpayer doesn't reply within 10 days of the contact letter, I send another letter, assuming that maybe he didn't get the letter, so let's send another letter. If they don't reply, I send an appointment, schedule it on their behalf, and say we're meeting at my office on this time. If the taxpayer doesn't show up for that appointment, then I disallow everything that I see on the return, and then I issue the report. And I think that's what's happening right now.
Well, I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but it kind of gets away from the question that I'm asking you. Are you, in your capacity as an agent, are you able to make determinations that the constitutional laws do apply to a target or an individual like myself, or is that something that is done prior to you being assigned to the case and you just accept it as which way? I mean, really, let me just say, that's too much. Are you able and qualified to determine on your own that the Constitution and Code would apply to someone like me just because I'm physically in the United States, and that you would have jurisdiction to send me form letters?
I can give you my manager's phone number. You can ask him that question. I'm just a revenue agent.
Okay, but what you're saying, just to be sure, you're not
You
able...
want his number?
No, I can always get that from you before we end the call, but I just want to make sure that I understand your position, that you're not qualified to determine on your own if the Constitution and laws of the United States apply to someone like myself, just because we're physically in the United States?
Like I said, I can answer that question, but manager can answer it for you. I can give you his phone number if you want.
So would it be accurate? Is it your position you're not actually qualified to determine that the laws apply to somebody and that you would have jurisdiction to send them form letters?
I just follow standard procedures, and that's what I did.
Okay, but the question is, are you qualified to, on your own, to determine that the Constitution and laws of the United States would apply to someone like me just because I was physically in the United States or in North America, and that you would have jurisdiction to start sending me form letters?
The question that you're asking me, I cannot answer it again.
I cannot answer. Okay, I got it.
I have an accounting degree that gives me the right to get hired as a revenue agent, and I follow procedures and protocols. And I have a manager that I have to answer to all of my audits that I do. You can talk to my manager.
Okay, but is your manager qualified to determine that the Constitution and laws are applicable to someone like me?
You can ask him.
Okay, but you don't know for yourself. You can't.
I can answer that question. I'm not accepting or denying. I just cannot answer the question. Yeah,
it's kind of a CIA type response. Okay,
right.
Well, all right.
To be honest with you, you're the first one asking me those questions, so I don't know what exactly you're trying to do here.
I'm just trying to establish how jurisdiction is established and if you're qualified to do that, because apparently, at least with that, you have made, or someone down there has made a determination that you have jurisdiction to proceed against him. And apparently, from your own admission, you're not the one qualified to do that. So I think at this point, it would be, maybe if you disagree, let me know. It would be accurate to say that you are proceeding against him arbitrarily as far as jurisdiction is concerned.
What I mentioned was that I have an accounting degree. I got hired as a revenue agent. I get the cases. I do the audit. I have a manager that I answer to him, and you can ask him the question.
But as far as you can't confirm right now that you have any jurisdiction.
I don't accept or deny, like I said. And I have another case that I got to work, so
that's okay.
If you want, I can give you his phone number. You can call him.
Okay.